step one, decide what you want to do. So first you have to choose an area of interest, right? You can't say, I'll do everything. I'll do shipping law also. I'll do arbitration also. I will do securities law also. I'll do IP law also. It doesn't work, right? You need to build up some expertise in some area and focus on one area to get results, right? So please choose an area of interest. It doesn't matter what you choose, something that fascinates you, just choose it. Okay, you can always change it later on. After getting some success, you can change it and get into something else if you don't like it. But it is very bad idea to not do anything at all and wait for things, right? Okay, so second, identify, I hope you're writing down these steps. Identify the leading lawyers in that area of law. Make a list. Okay, I say that make a list of 30 lawyers you want to impress over the next 6 months. Okay, it may not take 6 months, but make a list of 30 lawyers in that area. Okay, it need not be only the biggest famous lawyers. You can do that also, but try to include some people who are mid-level, some people who are like principal associates, senior associates also. They can also help you. Remember this. Start following them on social media if they will not accept your request to add them on LinkedIn. Okay, they may not, because you are just a law student and they may not find you relevant to add to their network, right? You can't blame them for that. So start following them at least. If they will not add you, follow them. Okay. Even for me, if you try to add me on LinkedIn, I'll not accept it simply because I can have only 30,000 connections on LinkedIn. And I have already crossed that. Any country, Kshitij, any country. I have already crossed that. Now I cannot add any more people, but if you follow me, you're welcome to do so, right? But I can't add everyone to my network anymore. I've added enough people. Now it is more than 30. I have more than 40,000 followers and I can't add people anymore, right? So if you cannot add them as connect, at least you follow them, okay? Because if you follow them, you will start seeing first you can go through their older posts. Then you can see that whenever they post, if they have a good post, it will show up on your LinkedIn, right? Even on Twitter, you can see what they are posting, what they are tweeting. Okay. Comment on them with amazing insights or sensible questions that generate discussions, not cliched comments that just praise, not like very nice post. Oh, so amazing. Not like that, right? Commenting for reach, not like that. Read their posts and add some value there with some amazing insights or questions that generate sensible questions, not stupid questions that generate discussion. Do not go and attack them. Then it will backfire, right? Don't go have arguments with them. Okay, that will be stupid, right? So you can do this on LinkedIn, you can do this on Twitter, and like I said, anybody from the world, right? You can say that, okay, I'm interested in legal tech. Who are the best legal tech experts around the world? I will impress them in this way. You can. Why not? Okay. Step 5. Try to find on what they're working on these days. There may be some clues on this on their social media, what they're working on these days. They might have mentioned somewhere on their blog, on their LinkedIn, somewhere, right? It may have Instagram, it may have been reported in news, or perhaps you can see the cause list of courts where they appear. So if you know this guy appears in Supreme Court or in Delhi High Court or some other court, okay, even a foreign court, most of the courts have their cause list publicly. Do you know what is the cause list? What are the cases being argued that day? Or even you can go to the Delhi High Court website and find, let's say, what cases are being argued by a certain lawyer. Okay, you can even see if you cannot see the current cases, I advise that you should find current cases. But if you cannot find current cases, you can also find older cases that they have argued that have been reported judgment recently. So if possible, even go to their hearings and hear what they are arguing about. It is also a great idea, right? Corporate lawyers, you cannot do that, right? You cannot have a cause list or you cannot hear them argue, but you can see, have they given a lecture somewhere? You can listen to the lecture they have given recently. What are the points they are making there? Have they written an article? Have they done a certain deal that has been reported in the media or somewhere? right? So you have to find that out. After that, what do? You should be writing articles on those topics. Now you're getting my point. So initially you were just writing any articles that guy had asked you to write. Now you're writing articles for specific people to impress them on those topics. Can we attend court cases these days on Zoom? Yeah, this is a challenge actually. I mean, if you're interning with a lawyer, you might be able to just figure out how to attend. There will be different systems. Gujarat High Court is live streaming their hearing. Okay, there will be other ways. Figure out some way, right? I mean, I can't say really. And you don't have to hear every hearing. You just have to hear some. Write articles on those topics, questions of law, or comprehensive articles that challenge their viewpoint or support their viewpoint. Okay, imagine. Step 7, share these articles with those lawyers. It is easy to find email IDs of lawyers who work at big law firms. Law firms have all their partners, associates, everybody's ID publicly available on their website. If they're in-house counsels, it won't be on a website, but it is easy to guess their emails. And by the way, there are enough softwares, enough systems to find out email ID of people. Okay, you just have to find out how to get those 30 lawyers. You should have their email IDs. You can tweet, you can send them LinkedIn messages also. Okay, you can do whatever, but mails are preferable. Okay, why are mails preferable? Because mails tend to land in their inbox and they tend to open it. They may not open their Twitter for days or their LinkedIn for days. Okay, they may be having too many messages in their LinkedIn, but their email box normally people are not mailing them. And if you send a good email, sensible mail, not weird, irritating mails, right? With a good comment or a good article explaining why he should read the article, that it came to my notice that you are arguing this matter or you did this kind of a deal before, and I wrote on these points and I thought you might find this relevant. Here is the link of the article or whatever I attached in this thing, and there is a chance that they'll read it. Make sure that you are not sending them some crappy, banal, juvenile articles with tons of mistakes or fundamental flaws, posting it on your own LinkedIn profile as an article and then sharing link. No. Okay, if you are not even able to get it a decent publication to publish it, then why should they waste time reading this, right? So first get it published in a decent place, then share the link or even the PDF version of it, right? And if you are writing a bad article with tons of mistakes, that will backfire. You will get blocked, and basically you are teaching them that they should never hire you. Okay, so make sure that you are doing it right. If you do it badly, then it will just have a terrible effect on your career, not a good effect. Okay, you are becoming memorable for the wrong reason. Step 8, keep reaching out. Once or twice is unlikely to cut ice. Chances are high that they may miss your communication altogether. Do not keep spamming them also, right? Reaching out once a week, once or two, with one or two articles is fantastic. Well received articles you have written is great. Like, just send one or two a week, well received articles, not nonsense articles, right? Which articles have been praised by your people, like, people who read it and they said, yeah, this is good. It actually, you managed to publish it somewhere and people are liking it. So writing one or two articles in a week is no big deal. You should be able to do it if you don't watch Netflix and don't watch cricket. If you just give that time to writing an article, you'll be able to, right? And respecting their personal space, of course, right? If you are an overbearing, irritating person, it's not going to work. But at the same time, you cannot say, oh, he did not respond to my mail, I can't send him any more mails. No, send one mail a week, following up. Don't even follow up, send another article, right? And with value, make sure you're adding value. You're not sending things which are not adding value, not that, right? However, writing a lot of comments on their every post. So if they're frequently posting on social media, which many good lawyers don't, that old school lawyers are not posting so much on social media. But if they are, then writing a lot of comments on their every post, on the other hand, is a great way to stay in their radar. Okay, you can even come up with other ways. Like, for example, they argued something in a certain matter, right? You can simply take that, summarize, and publish that. Okay, for example, 𝗘𝗕𝗄𝗃's arguments in this case, summarized and published, right? So, and you put it on your LinkedIn, right? So then it is possible that it will get attention of 𝗘𝗕𝗄𝗃, and he might be impressed with what you have done, right? Step 9. What we are aiming for is this. They see your articles and are amazed by the quality of your arguments. You may have thought of a you may have thought of a point they did not think of, a legal point, an argument, or some argument they think is a very smart one, may resonate with what you have written, right? This will impress them to a great extent. And I have seen this working wonders for people. Okay. Getting internships, getting jobs, fantastic. Step 10, be humble, be grateful for every opportunity. Some students become cocky or behave irresponsibly at this point, ruining their own chances. Okay. Next step in your career is to make the best of this opportunity by proving your worth, so that you can get all the other things we discussed before, right? What are those things? Callback internships, paid assignments, right? Referrals, recommendations, right? Job interviews, all of that.